here with Juan Janis, esteemed director of 50 Shades of Tennis. Juan, tell us, when did you have your aha moment that made you want to make this movie?
As you know, I've always been a big fan of Latin culture, tennis, and mommy porn. One day I was playing golf, and I heard David Weibel drilling the women, and it just clicked for us.
What are you looking for in your lead roles?
We need passion, we need chemistry, and we need tennis players. We need to be convinced that beneath the Lululemon, there is actually a human being.
Senor Janis, please tell us about your friend.
This is Tito. Tito's my assistant director. Tito's in the business of love.
Would we recognize any of your other work?
Shades of Tennis, Take 1, Tom and Darby Hills.
Has anyone seen Tito? Action!
He leads her onto the tennis court. This was her first time to ever play tennis. They stop. She turns towards him. Her legs are weak with desire. I am going to teach you how to play tennis. He puts his racket into her hands. Oh, she gasped. You have an excellent grip. Are you sure this is your first time ever playing tennis? He shows her a forehand from behind. Now I am going to give you a backhand. She bites her lip. Her breath hitched. Here, hold my balls. She takes them into her hands gently. They are the softest balls she has ever felt. She looks into his eyes.
Cut! This is not working. We need to connect with the average person. Clearly, you're not the average person.
50 Shades of Tennis, Take 2, Tom and Jody Barbera.
I don't have a good feeling about this one, Tito. Action!
He leads her onto the tennis court. She has played tennis with so many other men. Her racket is loose and needs a new grip. They stop. She turns towards him. His breath is so bad. She turns and bites her lip. You know I hate it when you do that, he says. He pulls out his racket. She takes his racket into her hands. But it is so small. He shows her a forehand. She bites her lip. Her breath hitched. Here, hold my balls. You can hold your own balls, she says.
Cut! The female's supposed to be the submissive. I don't think you're right for the part.
50 Shades of Tennis, Take 3, Tim and Kristen Ruthio.
Somebody get Tito some water. Action!
He leads her onto the tennis court. He has absolutely no idea what he is doing. They stop. She turns towards him. Her legs are aching from the 6-inch heels she is wearing. She takes his racket into her hands. He wants to show her his forehand, but his racket is just too large. She bites her lip. Here, hold my balls. His balls are so huge, she cannot get her hands around them. She looks into his eyes. He smiles.
Cut! This would be perfect if we were filming 50 Shades of Hockey.